Hey, it's Jason. I'm here with this crazy candy machine. Well, I guess it's a toy dispenser that I got for my son at an auction. And I know nothing about these. I'm not a business. I just thought it was cool, and it was things I had growing up in the 80s and 90s at grocery stores. But I'm at a point where I want to empty it, and I didn't know what to do. So the purpose of this video is to show how to get the change out. Because looking at it, one might think you would just move a panel in the back or something to get it out, but that is not the process. So this machine, it doesn't have any brandings on it. I think it's just a generic machine. It has plexiglass, not actual glass. It's 25 cents with a plastic mechanism that holds these little gizmos. We refilled a bunch of them with various toys and some of the slime that my son likes. And I'm going to show you how to get the change out. But while I'm doing it, I'm going to go ahead and clean it and lubricate it a little bit because it seems a little bit janky when you twist it. So the first step you're going to want to do, if you're looking at buying a machine, make sure you have the key, because this key basically locks, this locking mechanism locks everything in the machine. So it's a really important piece to have. So you're just going to turn it, and the entire cylinder will come out, and then you can lift the top off. To make it easy to work on, I just pull the plexi out, and that's gonna let me clean it too. This came filled with toys, and it was kind of dirty. Good thing that's plexiglass, or if it was glass, I probably would have just shattered it. So now you can reach completely in to the machine. You can see this change. There's a lot of stuff bolted down, and it's pretty easy. You're gonna want to just lift this up. This, I think, is just to keep them from getting all jammed up near the mechanism, so it kind of limits what can fall into it. So just lift this little disc up. It will come completely out. And then you're going to find 4 Phillips head screws on each corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've removed that one. This is the size that you're working with. Right there. So you're going to want to remove each of these. This one, when you remove it, you want to make sure you put it back really nicely because it's holding some spring actuator or something, I think, just to help filter the balls in. So like I imagine it drops and one goes in here, and then that spring only lets one go in. So let me mount this camera and undo the screws. So these are not big screws that you're working with, and you shouldn't over tighten them because they're going into plastic. So you definitely don't want to break this little plastic chamber. As you're doing it, I would say have a bottle of compressed air so you can get all of the dust out that ultimately would have accumulated in the device. And then this one here, same thing. Okay, so the top is off, that plastic disc is removed, the panels are out, and all 4 of these are unscrewed. They should only be 4 for this specific machine. Again, I don't know what the machine is, it has no labels on it. And then all you're going to want to do is just take your hand and lift this plastic section up and out. I'm going to show you why you're going to say, man, it looks like it's sticking. It's because this has a little notch, and you're going to have to use both hands and pull it up really nice and firm to get out of that notch. So the notch I'm talking about here, you're going to basically have to take both hands, and I'm trying to be gentle, but you're going to pop it up, and then it's still going to seem like it doesn't want to come out. But you're gentle. And you're going to have to do it just like that, and you're going to hear it make that click noise, and then that's going to let it come up, so you can actually access the money and everything. So this isn't going to come completely out because you'd have to remove the top metal. I'm just propping it up. It's good enough for what I'm doing. And these are the little gears. If you ever see one that isn't spinning, it's probably because the gears are messed up. And then it goes right into there. I'm going to shoot this with just a little bit of WD-40 and then hit my compressed air in. But you can see all the money is in the bottom.
Nice.
Initially, it had this little tray. I think, I don't know how it was supposed to work. Somehow the tray, I guess, was sitting in here and was supposed to catch the money. But it didn't. So let me go ahead and scoop all my profits out. So with it open, I'm going to take advantage of it and just use some duster for electronics, just compressed air basically, and just get everything blown out. I'm going to do the same for the top mechanism. So I noticed when we first got this, sometimes it was kind of hard to turn. And I think it might just be because of that little spring. So I'm just taking a little bit of WD-40. And I'm just going to do light lubrication on it. I feel like this can't hurt. If anything, it should just help everything in there work a little better. And I'll give it a little twist. Whoops. I'll give it a little twist. Yeah, it feels better already just by going like that. Okay, so I use the compressed air. I use the WD-40. You can go ahead and set this back down. It's not going to go all the way down because of that little groove. I'll show you what I mean here. If you can see that indentation on the pole there. I think it's so it can only go down one way and you can't mess it up is what I think. Or you're gonna have to put a little bit of force to get it down. And then you're gonna want to line up this little guy back to where it went and put your 4 screws back in. So I have all the screws tightened back down. So the next step is to put your plexiglass or glass, whatever you have, back in, and I felt like this would be a good opportunity to clean it. Screws 1, 2, 3, and 4, and everything is hooked back up. Let me clean the plexi and then slide each one in. All right, plexi's back in, fill the machine, and then put the top back on. But first, almost forgot, this little disc. Now it's ready to fill. Okay, so that's a process to empty, refill, clean, and lubricate what appears to be like a 3-foot little toy 25-cent vending machine. I hope this video was helpful. When I was looking how to do it, because I know nothing about them, I couldn't find a YouTube video. But be sure to subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And thanks for following along. Have a great day.